Hello and welcome to the new style Edexcel GCSEs. These are the ones that go from grades 9 through to grade 1. This is paper 1MA1/2H. It's the second paper in the higher tier. It is a calculator paper, so we are allowed to use calculators. And we're picking up in question 16. Show that 1 over 6x squared plus 7x minus 5 divided by 1 over 4x squared minus 1 simplifies to ax plus b over cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are integers. Okay, so to divide fractions, all we do is invert and multiply. So we're swapping this fraction on its head and then multiplying them. So this is going to be 1 over 6x squared plus 7x minus 5 multiplied by 4x squared minus 1 over 1. So to multiply fractions, we just multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So it's 1 times all of that on the top, and on the bottom it's all of this times 1. So that's equal to 4x squared minus 1 all over 6x squared plus 7x minus 5. Okay, so now we need to simplify this and try and get it into this kind of format. So what we want to do now is try to factorize these and see if there are any common factors that we can cut out. So the top part, the numerator, that's the easiest to factorize because 4 and x squared and 1 are all square numbers. This is the difference of two squares. So the square root of 4x squared is just 2x, and the square root of 1 is 1, so that's 2x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. And if you're not sure why that is, leave a note in the comments and I'll do a special video on it, but I think we can safely say that people know how to do the difference of two squares. But again, I'm more than happy to help if anyone is confused about the difference of two squares and why this factorizes to this. So the bottom, we need to factorize this. That's a little bit more difficult. So what I'm going to do is, because this is not just a normal x squared, and I can't just divide through by 6, so I'm going to multiply 6 by minus 5, and that gives me minus 30. And so that's 6x squared times minus 5, that gives me minus 30x squared. That's what I want to do. And now what I want to do is to break this minus 30x squared into pairs that will multiply together to give minus 30x squared. And I'm looking for a pair that will add up to give 7. So I'm taking my minus 30x squared and I'm going to break that up. So I've got minus 30x times x. Well, that's going to make, when we add them up, that's going to make minus 31. So that's not going to work. Oh, sorry, that's going to make minus 29. And then I can swap the minuses around and I can get 30x times x. And again, sorry, times minus x, and that again is going to make positive 29, and that's not going to work. So we can look at 15. 15 times 2 is 30, so we've got 15 times negative 2. That will make negative 30, but 15 plus negative 2 will make 13, and if I swap the signs around, that's going to give me negative 13, so that won't work. So that takes me down to 10 times 3. So 10 times 3 is 30. So 10 times negative 3 is 30, and 10 plus negative 3 is 7, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to rewrite this as 6x squared plus 10x minus, sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this the other way around. It's better, you can do it this way, but it's better to put the smaller number first. So that's minus 3x. So that's minus 3x plus 10x. And then I've got my minus 5. So all I've done is rewrote this expression here, and I've split this 7 into minus 3 and plus 10. Because minus 3 times 10 is going to make minus 30. Okay, so now I've got this. I'm going to look for common factors here, and I've got 3x can come out of this first half, so I can split this into 3x into, so that'll be 2x minus 1. And now I'm adding, and now this term, or these two terms, I can factor out 5. I can't factor out any x terms, but I can factor out a 5. And this comes out to 2x, because 5 times 2x is 10x, minus 1. And now look, I've got 2x minus 1 on both sides, so I can factor out the 2x minus 1. So I'm bringing out the 2x minus 1. And I'm left with 3x plus 5. So this is what goes on the bottom. Oh, that's too big. Okay, well that should have gone on the bottom. In fact, I will write it out on the bottom. I've got 2x minus 1 into 3x plus 5. And now you notice we've got common factors here. We've got 2x minus 1 on the top and 2x minus 1 on the bottom. So these can be cancelled, leaving us with 2x plus 1 over 3x plus 5. And there's our answer. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the